name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
Amen.
I always know when you take extra time with grace, you're troubled.
Smells good?
You know why?
Because
it is good.
Did you read that piece on John Rock?
Yes, I think you should bring him up here to talk to the seniors.
Maybe.
He has one of the most exciting minds in the Catholic community.
He's a romantic. For a scientist, that's not ideal.
He understands women, I'll tell you that much, which is more than I can say for a lot of them.
Count me amongst the ignorant.
I do. A woman must be absolute mistress of her own body.
Yes. Could you not quote Margaret Sanger at the dinner table?
You quote Teilhard de Chardin, and I think he has mush for brains.
Well, at least he was devout.
Don't be dogmatic.
I was born dogmatic.
Margaret Sanger is hardly a bomb thrower. She was invited to speak at Vassar.
She's an atheist.
Even on a good day, Chardin was a heretic.
Sanger is awful, and you know it.
Agreed, but nobody's perfect.
You are.
Fight fair. All right, let's drop the debate. How was your day?
I'm sorry, I'm out of sorts. I had a darn strange day.
How so?
I had Carriage House searched the other night. It's distasteful, but there's been a rash of thievery and I wanted to put a stop to it. No discoveries were made, but this morning, the missing items showed up in the faculty lounge.
Well, I guess somebody's conscience kicked in.
But no student has a key to that room, which means a faculty member was involved.
Well, what would you have done if you caught the boy?
It was Jim Quinn.
Are you sure?
No, but it was him. Alan Hoffman told me as much.
And how does Alan know?
He knows kids. What do you think of Jim?
Well,
What is it?
I think he's good.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
We were talking about the wasteland, and he said he understood what it feels like to be in the desert. He was speaking spiritually. He's honestly struggling, Carl.
His struggle is taking up a lot of room.
Something told you to take him in.
It's not working out.
Are you being lazy?
No.
I sometimes think you're only an idealist because it's easier.
What is easy about idealism?
Ideals do the work for you. It's thoughtless. You don't have to allow for human frailty.
Louise,
Yes?
did you open the lounge and put those things back in there?
Yes.
Mystery solved at any rate.
Is that all you have to say about it?
You choose to help the boy. That's enough for me. I will leave it be.
Every time I think you can't surprise me, you do.
Glad to be of service.
Sometimes I wonder how I found you.
It wasn't hard. I was pining away outside your dormitory.
He's using poetry like a ladder to climb out of some terrible place.
What place?
I don't know. I think where he comes from must be hard.
Is the poetry any good?
Yes, but well, that doesn't matter.
Point taken. How was your day?
I need a ladder like that too some days. I wish I had one.
I saw you this morning, looking out the window.
I'm sorry.
What for? You've been a wonder.
It's been 2 years.
I know.
Today,
I know.
you could have said something.
I don't know what to say.
He hates Emily Dickinson.
Who?
Jim. He made such fun of There's No Frigate Like a Book that I don't think I could ever read that poem again without laughing.
It's not her best work.
Stop teaching.
Done.
How do any of us survive?
Love. Maybe
Carl.
what?
What?
Nothing.
Fine.
You know, I keep thinking about that thing Heraclitus said.
Which thing is that? You can't step into the same river twice.
No, character is destiny.
That is pithy, but is it true?
Is it?
I think so.
You know, I can never nail down where you stand.
Survival tactic. They called Heraclitus the weeping philosopher.
What was he weeping about?
He didn't like people very much.
Yeah, I get that, but I like people.
You sure you want to do that?
Well, I took my hand off it.
There goes your rope. Did you get a chance to read Phaedrus?
I couldn't remember which one he said, so I read Phaedo and Phaedrus. Yeah, it's almost over my head. Socrates. Man, he was incredible.
How so?
He wasn't afraid of anything. I couldn't drink poison.
He had the courage of his convictions.
Right. In a way, I don't get it. All he had to do was say what they wanted, and everything would have been okay.
That's right.
Because of his personality, he couldn't.
I wouldn't put it that way.
Heraclitus would.
Touche.
You know, I wish Socrates didn't die like that.
It was kind of beautiful.
I wish he died eating spaghetti or something.
Why?
Well, I like spaghetti.
Socrates should not have died eating spaghetti.
I mean, he was a suicide.
Not really.
Yes, he was. Same as Thomas More.
Thomas More was not a suicide. He had his head chopped off. He was a martyr.
What does that mean? He made the king kill him. Jesus was a suicide too, really.
Again, Jesus was not a suicide.
Yes, he was.
He was crucified.
Because he wouldn't play the game and lie about what he believed.
Exactly.
Thou shalt not lie isn't even one of the commandments.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Nobody was asking Jesus to rat out his neighbor. Just back off the king and Jew stuff.
Jesus was not a suicide.
Socrates, Jesus, Thomas More, all those stories are the same. Why should you help the killers kill you? Why even give the truth to second-rate people who don't deserve it?
We all deserve the truth.
Why?
Because it's important that a hero lead the way.
Do you believe that?
Not really.
Well, what do you believe?
I believe that heroes are invented by storytellers.
there are heroes.
And I think you're a storyteller.
I don't know what I am, but Jesus Christ was no heroes like I think of heroes. Heroes fight for their lives. Jesus just handed them the sword and said, kill me.
For heaven's sake, Jim, whatever you do, don't say something like that about Jesus Christ in front of Mr. Schmitt.
Why not?
Just don't.
Okay.
You won't appreciate it. If you want to talk about your philosophy of heroism, then do yourself a favor and confine it to Socrates.
Socrates had some ideas. I didn't know what to think of most of them.
Like what?
He says we should talk about things because it makes us remember stuff we were born knowing but forgot. I mean, do you believe that?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Socrates prepared for death his whole life. That's why he was good at it.
Well, do you do that?
I try.
I don't. Well, actually, I do. I'm always facing down the Nazis, and if I tell them the truth, they'll kill me.
So what do you do?
So far, I just face them. You know, I open the door, and they're staring at me. I think, am I going to tell them the truth and be destroyed?
You have the most remarkable mind.
I do?
It's a little scary.
Are you bullshitting me?
Maybe.
Man, you are murky. You are a murky man.
Survival tactic. So, do you know what Phaedrus is really about?
Check.
You bastard! Good one. Socrates is trying to seduce Phaedrus with the beauty of his thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
It's pretty amusing when you read it that way.
Right.
There goes your queen.
And?
Do you want to concede?
No.
So what are you going to do on summer vacation?
I got a job.
That sounds good. Doing what?
Unload trucks.
Cool.
Yeah, with my dad. I want to apply to Harvard.
Bad idea.
Why?
It's Carl Schmitt's alma mater. He submits tops 2 boys to Harvard each year. So they'll take our application seriously and just don't have those grades.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought you thought I might have a chance.
It's not up to me. I think you're first rate, but Harvard is just not in the cards. Just don't have the grade point, Jim.
I guess. There's no law against me filling out the application, though.
Not a good idea. Have faith that I know of where I speak. Try for NYU.
Okay.
Truth is, if Mr. Schmitt has reservations about you.
What do you mean?
Let's leave it at that.
How can I leave it at that?
He suspects you're the favorite carriage house.
Does?
I've tried to dissuade him, but that's the story.
It wasn't me.
I believe you. It's just you're really artificially casual that night.
I was not.
Look, Jim, I think the world of people make mistakes. But if something's weighing on you, for your own good, you might want to unburden yourself.
I wish you didn't put it to me like that.
I think you want to talk.
You won't tell?
I'm on your side.
Okay, it was me.
It's okay. It was obvious.
It was?
Oh my God, yes.
Does anyone know?
Nobody knows for sure.
What should I do?
Nothing. Connell got his stuff back. Given time, the whole thing will blow over.
You won't tell.
You're safe.
Thanks.
You'll go home this summer, and when you come back as a senior, all this will be forgotten.
Think so?
Yes. Just need to stop screwing up. Go ahead and have yourself a great senior year. Can you do that?
know you as my best bet, huh?
It's a fine choice.
You think you'd have time to help me fill out the applications?
Of course. And I'll write you a wonderful recommendation.
Thanks. You know, I wish I knew Socrates.
He would have liked you.
I'll tell you this much. I would have talked him out of dying. I was 17. Spring of 1968.
How are you doing, Jim?
Fine.
Feeling all right?
Better?
Don't worry, this won't come off your exam time. I've stopped the clock.
Almost done.
Don't rush. You may not need to finish.
Look, I'm sorry I missed the final. I just got sick.
It's been a long year, Mr. Quinn. You've made it a very long year.
What do you mean?
I mean, 2 years, really, almost. 9 days to graduation.
Yeah?
Do you think you should graduate?
Yes.
Do you know why I started this school?
No, sir.
Because I wanted to turn out fine young men. Do you consider yourself a fine young man?
I don't know.
There was that break-in last year up at Silver Lake, not long after you joined us. Remember when I asked you about that?
Yeah, I didn't do it.
And then Connell's record collection went missing.
I didn't touch his records. They searched my room.
Yes, they did. Were you drunk last night?
No.
The school nurse thought you were drunk.
I was sick.
I threw Bickford out at Christmas for smoking marijuana. I think maybe I should have thrown you out too.
For what? You know, I didn't do anything, and you did just throw a big one. You threw it out my dorm.
They were using drugs.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
You didn't get caught.
Because I didn't take anything.
Some boys have been sent home this year, Jim, that were of a much higher caliber than you. Enough clouds have gathered around you where it is clear to me that you have done more than enough to merit expulsion.
I haven't done anything!
Or are you seriously saying that?
Look, Mr. Schmitt, please don't throw me out.
Why shouldn't I?
Why should you?
Do you know what I don't understand? You're a cheat. You're close to incapable of telling the truth. But your work, there you have areas where it is clear to me that you are driven by the very highest ideals. I don't understand it.
You've read my essays.
Yes, I have read them all.
Why?
Because I'm trying to make a determination.
This place has helped me a lot.
I don't believe you. You've beaten up half the freshman class. You're wildly disliked. I'm not a psychiatrist. What would you do if you were me?
I don't know. I'd let me stay.
My wife thinks your poetry is pretty good.
She does?
Why are you acting surprised? She told you.
Guess I didn't believe her.
You're from the Bronx.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I don't know, normal, like anywhere else.
Did you get in fights?
Sure.
I mean, New Hampshire must be a big change.
It's quiet.
You are not giving me a lot to work with.
Me being from the Bronx shouldn't enter into it.
Maybe I should call your parents.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to tell you anything.
If I call them, it will be to tell them to come and take you home.
Please don't do that.
You have shown no particular desire to protect your place here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, but you better think of something, Jim, because you are 9 days from graduation, and I don't see you getting a diploma.
I'm passing my courses.
There is more to this school than grades. Character is an issue.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Well, Mr. Hoffman thinks I'm worth it.
Worth what?
The trouble, I guess.
I've talked to Mr. Hoffman.
Yeah, what's he say?
He thinks you should graduate.
Well, shouldn't that count?
It's my choice. Alan often chooses a project, and the past year or so it's been you. His judgment is colored by your work in his class. You are his star.
I'm doing so much better than I was. I failed everything in my last school.
Yes, and I took you in.
And I'm passing everything now.
Why couldn't you pass at Cardinal Spellman? Were you stupid then and smart now?
No, I was always smart. I Cardinal Spellman was stupid. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't listen to him.
Who?
The teachers.
Why not?
God, they were just so boring. It drove me crazy. I wrote stuff. I thought it was good. But I got in trouble for that. So I stopped showing them anything, and I just read all the time. But I didn't read what they wanted me to read, so that was the problem. They sent me to a psychologist. But anyways, here, Mr. Hoffman, when I talk about books, when I wrote stuff, he thought it was good. Right? He thought I was good.
Was he right?
You don't think I'm good?
Convince me otherwise.
What if I'm not?
Then I don't want you here.
It's not the way it works, you know. First you have to think I'm good, then I'm good. That's the real way things are.
What are you talking about?
How to deal with people.
So you know how to deal with people. The faculty is up in arms over your existence. And anyway, what do you mean? I should say you're good before you're good? How does that work? You're here to get an education. You think you should get an A before the class even starts?
I think I should have gotten an A the day I was born.
For what?
For being alive.
Using that logic, I should have awarded you a diploma the day you got
Yeah,
here.
the day before I got here.
Are you crazy?
Not that crazy.
Don't you think giving you a scholarship for nothing was enough?
It wasn't for nothing. You gave it to me because I needed it.
Exactly.
Well, I still need it.
So you write,
Yes,
and you read.
I do.
What do you read?
I don't know, all kinds of stuff, amazing things, everything.
Why?
Because I love it. Because the dead tell me everything. Because the stiffs, actually have for teachers are so cheap, except for Mr. Hoffman.
What do you mean by cheap?
Teachers don't tell you what they tell you in books, all right? Henry Miller tells you everything. Charles Dickens tells you everything. Teachers just tell you about other people, not themselves. You teach religion, but I don't know anything about religion from you. I've never seen your soul. I've never met your God.
That's a provocative thing to say.
Why did you give me a scholarship?
I thought you could do the work.
It's not true. You gave me an IQ test and didn't break 100.
IQ tests do not tell the tale.
Why did you give me a scholarship?
You met Mr. Hoffman at the retreat.
So?
He put in a good word for you. He was amazed by your ready knowledge of the Rudyard of Omar Khayyam.
So Omar Khayyam got me.
If you like.
It was Omar Khayyam, a dead guy.
Did he tell you to get drunk?
I didn't get drunk.
Jim, no one can know another man's God.
It's not true, Mr. Schmitt. I know Dostoevsky's God, lots of other people, Homer, even Einstein. But if you have a God, he sure as hell hasn't shown up in your religion.
Watch
class.
your
No,
language.
this is so unfair.
What do you want? I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself.
And what about you? Why do you have to explain yourself?
This is my school.
Right. You're the guy. I'm on trial.
What would you call fair?
If it goes one way, I'll leave the school. And if it goes the other, you leave. That would be fair. That's fair. This is just you having everything.
What are you talking about? This is my school. You're here because I've given you an opportunity.
Why is it your school? Oh, why am I always in the wrong? Why do I have to listen to you when you have zero to say? Because I'm young. All my life I've been young, so I never get a turn. God, this school is lost. If you ask me, you're lost. But everybody here talks to me like I'm the one. I should change. Why should I change? I've never even got to find out who I am, and you want me to change? God, that's crazy. You tell me I'm bad before I even get to be anything. What is that? Original sin or something? I read Plato. I read him on a park bench in the Bronx, and let me tell you something. Plato wasn't afraid. Dionysus wasn't afraid. Socrates wasn't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster and I'm the student? Do you understand? I've earned your respect. You have to earn mine. What is that? God, it's you that want to see it before we even start. But when I say I want the same thing, I'm nuts, right? No, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to find my place in this world, and you can count on it. This school has been a miracle for me, but not because of you. Because somebody, Mr. Hoffman, finally saw me. More than that, somebody decided I was good before I was good. So you know what I say? I haven't met your God, and I don't want to.
Okay. That was impressive. You can express yourself. I respect that. It doesn't mean you are exempt from anything. We cannot stay in the gardens of academe till nightfall, discussing and reinventing civilization. We must deal with the challenge at hand. What about Jesus Christ?
What about him?
This is a Catholic school. It's not just about the grades. I have to protect the student body from moral peril.
What, do you think I'm evil?
Are you?
Jesus Christ had good ideas.
He was divine. Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you want to have a good life, Jim?
Yes.
You've got to tell the truth.
About what?
Did you get drunk?
No!
finish the test.
Time's up.
I'm done.
Oh boy. When did this appear?
After Mr. Schmitt left,
What did Mr. Schmitt say?
he said he was thinking of refusing to graduate.
Did he say he wouldn't graduate?
No?
Jim, you have to behave with perfect rectitude between now and graduation.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I know.
Carl is 1 inch from throwing you out.
God, I hate him!
He's a good man.
He doesn't make any, you know. He doesn't try to understand anybody.
You're mistaken.
He looks at me like I'm disgusting.
That's not accurate.
Have you talked with him about me?
Of course.
What's he say?
He's impressed that Louise likes you.
His wife?
He values her opinion very highly.
I didn't think she liked him.
She does. No accounting for taste.
What?
Joke.
Oh,
What are you going to do after you graduate?
if I graduate.
You have to graduate.
Right.
Just got to keep your head down for the next 9 days. You can do that.
Yeah. What do you think's gonna happen to me? You know, like, what can I do for a job?
You might become a social thinker, a working class writer on union issues, something like that. Or a journalist? Crime?
Why not a man of letters?
All right. A man of letters.
A poet?
Certainly you could be a poet.
You're just telling me what I want to hear.
I'm not. You can succeed by writing, by going to college.
I haven't been accepted anyway.
It's early.
Half the class is hurt.
You have a very promising future.
That's fake.
Stop.
Tell me about me, please.
You don't need me to do
Yes,
that.
I do.
You just feel like you don't know yourself. It's not true.
Well, am I good looking?
Oh, is that what we're doing? Yes, you're good looking.
I don't know anything. Alright? All I've got to go on is what other people say. I look at Mr. Schmitt and I think I'm bad and ugly like no girl could ever want me. God, I'm worried I'm gonna be a bum. I can't afford.
Very handsome.
Well, in comparison to the other boys here, how am I?
If you're being graded on your looks, you'd get an A.
Really?
Yes. Does your mother tell you that?
My mother? No. Like Lorenzo, what would he get?
He'd get a C.
What about Woodruff?
An A.
Fitzroy's?
Henry would get a D.
I'd get an A.
Yes.
And I can't wait to go home.
Why?
I gotta get out of here. I gotta show people what I've become. Then I'll know I need to have changed.
You have?
I gotta be out of this part of my life, Alan.
Why?
Because it's awful.
What's important for you right now is to consciously address your behavior.
What do you mean?
Among other things, your violence.
What do you mean?
You have to stop hitting the freshmen.
I just kid around.
It I don't see it that way.
Who complained? Fitzroy?
You have 9 days. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Don't hit anybody. Don't steal anything.
Okay.
Don't do anything. Make it through. I've worked too hard to blow this now.
Okay. Why'd you help me?
I haven't done that much.
Oh, come on, I would have been out the door by now if it wasn't for you.
You deserve to be saved.
Some kids don't.
Since the day you got here, you've been trying to achieve something. I respect it.
What?
You want to shine.
Shine? I don't want to shine. I want to be great.
All right?
I do. I want to be great. I want to be a great man.
Greatness is an antiquated concept.
Not to me. I just got here. Nothing is old news to me. I want to be great. I do. I don't know if I can be, you know? But I've got to try. Otherwise, why else was I even born?
Everybody doesn't think that way. Many of the boys here don't think that way.
Yeah, rich kids.
It has nothing to do with money. You're one of the desperate ones.
Well, that doesn't sound great.
Maybe it isn't. Nicola was like that.
Is that the kid who tried to kill himself?
He was unstable.
Am I unstable?
No. You're strong. Maybe too damn strong.
God, you're starting to hate me now, too.
No. I'm frustrated. You need to wake up.
So what?
Your own worth. Your own beauty.
I don't understand.
I know.
What do you see? Or why do you see it nobody else does?
I guess I'm paying attention.
Mr. Schmitt's paying attention. God, he stares at me like death.
You misread him.
What's he thinking?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Something I have no business telling you. Do you know that Mr. Schmitt lost a child?
What?
2 years ago, he was plowing the road and he didn't see his little boy there. Carl Schmitt accidentally killed his son.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible.
Yes, it is.
He has to live with that?
He does.
His wife?
She saw it happen.
No.
She still looks out that window. You'll see her there, just waiting for the boy to come home, I guess. Trust me, you don't know what Carl Schmitt is thinking when he looks at you. Nobody does. He's a complicated man.
Should you have told me that?
Probably not.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Don't touch me!
You need to be careful, mister.
Me?
Don't you dare bark at me that way.
You made me nervous.
Well, there's no excuse to behave like a brute.
You're not a brute.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Pray for war.
It was my brother's shirt.
But you wore it.
I don't anymore, I've changed.
Well, good.
Hey, you tried to
You're mistaken.
What?
You're mistaken. Drop
And who are you?
it. I'll tell you who I am. I'm the one thing standing between you and dismissal. And I have to tell you, Jim, I am rapidly losing interest. You don't know who your friends are.
Guess I don't.
Well, you better figure it out before you throw it away like you almost did last night, right? Right?
I didn't mean to get drunk.
So you admit it. got drunk.
Somebody hit a bottle onto some rocks. I don't know, one of the guys, I guess. Out of the whole woods, I found it.
You drank it.
I just did. There it was, I didn't plan it. I feel like all the trouble I get in, I don't plan. Trouble finds me.
That's why you need to become aware.
Aware of what?
You have power over things, Jim. That bottle of liquor has no life and volition of its own. You're what animates your world. You need to understand that. You're just feeling helpless. You're wreaking irresponsible havoc.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
No, you're not. You just want me on your side. You think everything's coming at you, when what's really happening is everything's coming from you. You're not the devastation. You're the explosion!
How do you know?
Because I've been through it! I've caused a lot of harm in my day.
Be more specific.
No! That's it. I'm done. Good luck.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Because I didn't come through.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you know what I'm talking about. Is this what happened with Niccolo? Yeah. Is this why he had to go home?
I think you're upset.
And I've known people like you.
What? Where? In the Bronx?
Yeah.
Don't you lump me in with that crew?
What, do you think you're better?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Well, you're not. But I'll give you this, sir. You run the coldest game I've ever seen. You're a cold customer.
Fine. You think I'm cold? You haven't seen cold! I'll show you cold!
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit, from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
So here we are.
Yeah,
You know why I called you to my office.
not exactly.
Mr. Hoffman tells me that you confessed to being intoxicated.
What? Mr. Hoffman, what?
He said that you told him you'd gotten drunk.
Mr. Hoffman said that.
Yes.
When?
Today?
God, the day before graduation.
Yes. Is it true that you drank alcohol?
You know what? Yes. I got drunk.
Now that you've admitted to breaking the school policy about alcohol, I'm not sure I have any choice.
You have a choice.
Tomorrow is graduation.
Yeah?
The straw that broke the camel's back. Do you know that expression?
Yes. We just have to make it till tomorrow.
We?
Yes, Mr. Schmitt. Is character destiny?
Absolutely not. That would be predestination, and you don't believe in that.
Oh, I don't.
No. Catholics don't believe in predestination, and you're Catholic. So you have a choice.
Then you have a choice.
Yes, I do.
About me. About whether or not I graduate. You're making me who I am right now. Right now.
What? How am I doing that?
You know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Morality can only come from you.
No. Morality is everybody together. I don't know much, but I know that.
The clock stopped.
Carl.
Uncle Carl.
Carl,
No, Louise, the alcohol rule applies to every student.
don't be lazy.
There is nothing lazy about it.
You're an idealist because it's just easier.
This school will go out of existence in a few years. I will shut it down because of my disappointment with the students here.
You're wrong. The school's here.
It's gone. I'm gone.
No, we're in it. Everything that ever happened is still happening.
That's impossible.
So what?
Carl,
No. The boy has got to go. There is no way.
There is a way. Right, there's a staircase.
a staircase?
I see it too.
Austin,
I don't see a staircase.
it starts here. And it goes someplace better.
And Maria Mazzola is up there.
And oh my cayenne.
And the puppy.
Mr. and Mrs. Schmitt, yes, Ellie was wrong.
The Wasteland is a worthy poem, Jim. Reread it.
No! Right, the tree is alive. Life doesn't die. I'm 64, Mr. Schmitt, and you're dead. But I have a time machine, and I can speak to great people who are gone. That's the gift I have been given, and I thank God for it. We're all dead. Or about to be dead, and we will never die. Because the human mind is a leaping spark, I know it. I do worship my ancestors. They're here right now. They make me hunger for greatness, still and still.
Greatness is in the eye of the beholder, Jim.
Greatness is an antiquated concept.
Yeah, tell that to Raphael 17.
Who?
Raphael 17. He was born with the gift of laughter in a sense that the world is mad.
How do you educate a boy like that?
Love.
He loves saying stuff like that. I think it's cool.
Everything else will wear away. But this. My sword.
I don't want you writing about me.
I will write about you.
I will ask you to leave in a year's time, Alan, after a boy finally comes to see me.
And when you're gone, you'll write to me.
I don't feel understood.
And I won't answer the letter.
You'd better go.
I will survive many scenes like this.
Did you hear my wife? Get out! I didn't see what he was.
Carl,
I always see too late.
It's not too late.
it's not too late.
That's not true.
I,
How can you say that?
I do say it.
Not true. Some things are done and broken. I killed our son. Nothing can change that.
You've been so sad.
I didn't see him.
It was snowing.
It was snowing.
It was snowing. That's what I do at the window. I wait for you.
How can you forgive me?
Please, in the name of God, let me forgive you.
Our son.
He's still here. He can still be saved.
How?
That's my faith. Our son, his name was James. His name was James.
Mr. Quinn,
Please, sir.
Help him.
Protect me.
understand I have no idea, not the slightest idea why I'm doing this. I'll die not understanding it.
But I'll understand.
Jim, I'm going to let you graduate.
Here you are.
Wow, Uncle Carl!
Thank God.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. This is the moment that you made me. Thank you, madam. Lifetime of thanks.
Jim! Austin? How much you got? Here.
What's this?
A book. You always have a book.
Thanks.
Oh. Would you look at the time? That's it. Lights out for us.
When it began, I was 15. Do you remember 15? Oh, you do? For me, there was a special, beautiful room in hell. I'll leave this for the next guy.